Hello again. So I got this thing running, kind of, but I'm finding some other problems. So let's run over to the desktop and get started. And I'll open up VS Code, the Insiders Edition, and I can show you what I have so far. Make sure I'm in the right environment. I'm in the controller. All right, let's start this up.
What is your name?
Michael. Right, so you see here, it didn't get it. Came back with text is equal to nothing. So let's try again a little differently.
What is your name?
My name is Michael. And here, it comes back correct. So what's going on? Well, I'm discovering that I need to give a little bit of a delay before I talk. Let me show you.
What is your name?
Michael. See, this time it came back. And so if we look up here in the stream, there's a point at which it says that it's recording. Well, I guess it doesn't keep that here. I don't see it. I don't, but it says recording, and if you start speaking when it says recording, you're speaking too early, and it doesn't get it. I'll show you.
What is your name?
Michael. Well, this time it did get it, but very often it doesn't. And I really have no explanation for this. Moreover, what I would like to do is look at the logs from the vosk-server. And I don't know how to do that. I'm not really sure if it's possible to do that. Uh, I can go back onto the Alpha Cephi site here. So if I run it manually, like this, I can tell it which model to use. So that's helpful. That means I can use the large model that has the lowest word error rate. Because right now, I don't know what it's using here. Uh, and what is this about the log here? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the name of the log. I'll have to figure that out because it would be very helpful for me to be able to look through the log, see what's being sent over, and then, well, I know what's sent over, uh, but let's see what it's doing with it. If it's even hearing any sound. So I guess at the moment I'm a little bit confused. The other thing is, this seems to take a while. It's not exactly what I would call speedy in how quickly it returns. It's not instantaneous. So I'm thinking that perhaps I'm going to have to try this with the microphone. And of course, if I try it with the microphone, can I put some filters on? Can I clean the microphone data up somewhat? It may be that the filters that I'm using right now in socks are slow. I don't know. I don't know how long they take. I can use I can time them and see how much time each one is taking. I can put some statements in to do that. Maybe I need to, but this bit about the microphone, the files or the sound, and this server, it's going to be more complicated than I had envisioned originally. Now, I suppose this is true of most projects, but if you look online, most people who have built virtual assistants, they're just using a standard library and they're not trying to fix any of this stuff. So I just think that's wrong-headed. I think that all of these things have to be looked at so that we can get the best quality that we can. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this. And, well, actually, it's not all I had to say about this. The other thing I wanted to mention quickly is that while I was trying to figure out the code, it was coming back empty. And as we've seen here, it's possible for it to come back empty even when it's working. And so therefore, we can't necessarily assume that we did something wrong. It may be that a component that we're using is a little bit wonky, and therefore it has to be used with some finesse. And that certainly seems to be the case with vosk-server and with the WAV files that are being created in the listen.py. So this WAV module has got some, it has to be used with a little bit of finesse, I think. And it may be that the record sessions seconds needs to be changed to something else. Maybe this would work better at 2. It may be that it has to be set differently every time it's used. So maybe this should get seconds passed in here, like this. Right, and then when it's called, here in controller, up here, we can put 3 in there now. But maybe if we, this is what is your name? Maybe if we have a different question like, what are your favorite things to do, where we might expect 3 or 4 things, or what are your top 5 bands? We might have to put 10 seconds there, or 15 seconds. So it may be that this needs to be set on an individual basis for every single question. I have a feeling that that's the case, that there's not going to be a way to get around that unless the microphone is on constantly. And having the microphone on constantly may be correct for certain use cases, but for other use cases, it may not be. So we'll have to see as this progresses. Anyway, that's it. I thank you for watching, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope that we can make some better agents because we need them. They will benefit all of us.